In this scene, the theme of death is portrayed through the use of rhetorical devices such as irony, allusions, and symbolism, as the author progressively dictates his way through Snowden's death. Heller strategically gives Snowden his name in order to symbolize his fate or destiny. Moreover, he purposely uses the name Snowden to symbolize snow. In literature, snow is water, and water symbolizes rebirth. The rebirth represents the beginning of the afterlife, or in other words, death. In this scene, Yossarian takes care of Snowden, who has barely been able to crawl into the plane. This symbolizes how Snowden, when he crawls back into the womb in order to begin his afterlife. Heller compares his wound to a football, which is the shape of the wound.
Snowden.
The entire scene takes place in the airplane, which represents Snowden's coffin. Heller also gives Snowden's childlike characteristics, which also symbolizes new life or childbirth.
You're gonna be alright, kid. You're gonna be alright.
I'm cold. I'm cold.
There.
I'm cold. I'm cold.
There, kid. There.
I'm cold. I'm cold.
There was no morphine in the first aid kit, no protection for Snowden against the pain, but the numbing shock of the gaping wound itself. The 12 syringes of morphine had been stolen from their case and replaced by a cleanly lettered note that said, "What's good for M&M Enterprises is good for the country. Milo Minderbinder." Yossarian swore at Milo and held 2 aspirins out to ashen lips, unable to receive them.
Shit.
But first he hastily drew a tourniquet around Snowden's thigh, because he could not think of what else to do in those first tumultuous moments when his senses were in turmoil, when he knew he must act competently at once and feared he might go to pieces completely. Snowden watched him steadily, saying nothing. No artery was spurting, but Yossarian pretended to absorb himself entirely into the fashioning of the tourniquet.
Here, I'll get you some aspirin. What's wrong? Ugh.
I'm cold. I'm cold.
There.
I'm cold. I'm cold.
There, kid. We'll be in the ground in a little while, and Dr. Nico will take care of you.
Throughout the novel, there are many situations in which death is exemplified, yet Snowden's death is one of the most important and is referred to several times throughout the novel. Snowden's death affects the reader by having Yossarian learning the secret that man is mortal. This goes on to spark more paranoia about death in Yossarian's mind, yet it does something much more important. Snowden's death is what leads Yossarian to begin to overcome his fear of death. However, Snowden has had significance to death, which Heller hints throughout the whole novel. Snowden's meaning of man was that it is matter.